Approaching 1:30 on June 30th, 2018, Calvin Castine on Route 11. And if you drive down Route 11, just a little east of the 1187, Route 87 Northway intersection, you might think there's always a car show going on when you pass Garceau's Auto Sales. But today on this Saturday, when a lot of people are to the north celebrating Canada Day weekend, and a lot of 4th of July events happening, they're having what they're hoping will be the first of several cruise-ins here at Garceau's Auto. So we thought we would stop in on this bright and beautiful Saturday afternoon. Temperatures when we shut our car off was 88 degrees and on the increase. So it's supposed to be well into the 90s today, and in the next couple of days maybe even hitting that magic 100-degree temperature. We're gonna take a look around. These are the vehicles that are not always here. They're here till they're sold. These are the vehicles that always are representative of what's always lined up here. They've got them packed in here so they can make room for the cruise-in. So we're going to take a look at the cruise-in right now. The for sale vehicles are lined up over here. Of course, Rick Garceau, the owner here, has several cars in his own personal collection. And in a nice spot, we have a fireworks tent that's not always here, but with the 4th of July and Canada Day holiday, that will be set up for about a week or so. So that won't normally be here at the cruise-in. And of course, in this parking lot area where Garceau's Auto is headquartered is also the Trek Subs restaurant, and they'll be doing a little extra business today, I am sure. So we're going to take a look around and hopefully be able to talk to someone who's in charge. Looks like they brought one in for some repair work here. This little red hot rod pickup truck here is an interesting little vehicle, and one of the fun parts about a cruise-in is you just cruise in and park your vehicle. There's that one that we were looking at in the shop that's coming out. I think it needs some hood work on it. You just cruise in, there's no registration fee. You just park your vehicle and sit around and chat with your fellow car enthusiasts. There's no registration fee, there we go. All fixed up as good as new. Another satisfied customer at Garceau's Auto Sales garage here. He's leaving. He's leaving. It's a smooth running vehicle right there. So you just show up, park your vehicle, and enjoy the day. And I think everybody coming today was entitled to one free ice cream inside here. And I think they're going to have water available also for the people who are showing their vehicles. We're looking at I believe, 68 Mercury.
That is correct.
All right, what's your name?
Tim Brunner.
And Tim, where are you from?
I am from Colchester, Vermont.
How'd you hear about this?
I heard through this young lady, Chelsea Tremblay, who's a New Yorker, and decided to come over and show the vehicle.
All right, it's a Mercury what?
This is a Mercury Cougar, and it is originally from Oregon. It's all original except for the paint job.
Did you buy it out of Oregon?
Yes, I did. Yeah, and I had it shipped here to Vermont in restored the engine and did a lot of modifications to her, and decided to come over and say hello to the folks over here today.
All right. So how'd you find the vehicle in Oregon?
I found it on actually on Facebook. I went to the New England Mercury Cougar site and found it, and the guy had just put it on for sale, and it had only been on the sale for half a day, and I said, that's mine.
That's yours.
Yeah, I had one when I was a kid, so I wanted another one.
Uh-oh. The same color?
Actually, the original color for this vehicle is fawn, and yes, the other was fawn as well.
Oh,
This was painted in 2010.
Okay, that's not fawn.
That's right, exactly. But if you can see the interior, right, I have all the data on it, stuff like that. If you do the VIN number, it comes back as fawn. Yep.
Okay. I know Ford and Mercury in many cases made the same vehicles but different names. Is there a Ford that has this
Absolutely.
similar to this?
Absolutely. The Mustang, right, is its counterpart. Parts are interchangeable between a Mustang and a Cougar. The only thing that's different is the body. All parts are all Ford universal parts. You can get a 289 on both the Mercury Cougar or on the Ford Mustang. Yeah.
I know they no longer make Mercuries a few years ago.
Yeah, I believe it came, I think 2000, somewhere around that time maybe, that they stopped making them. And but there's only two that are built in this configuration, and that was 1967 and 1968. And the way you can tell the difference is between the 68 and 67 is in 1968, the DOT came out with a side marker requirement, and then you can see the side marker.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, the 69s all increased in size.
Okay,
Yep.
So where are the headlights?
The headlights are right underneath the flip-up. These are flip-up lights operated on a vacuum system. So if I go in and pull it, right, the engine has to be running. The vacuum will release, and they'll go automatically up. Same with the taillights. The taillights are one of the few, other than the Thunderbird, are sequential. So they go bang, 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 crossed on both sides. So you got actual 6 of them operating. As in today's Mustang, if you go down the road, you'll see that today's Mustang does the same thing. Sequential taillights.
Okay. The old saying is, the more things that can go wrong, the more things that will go wrong. So I imagine that headlight system wasn't the most practical.
That is correct. If the vacuum system goes out on this particular vehicle, then they'll automatically flip up. So,
okay, so at least they'll be in the operating position.
Correct. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
They put that in as the safety thing. Actually, the vacuum holds them down as opposed to opens them up.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you can't be going down the road at midnight and all of a sudden.
That's right. Exactly. And all of a sudden they shut off. No.
Okay.
Yep.
I can rest easy then.
Yes.
All right. Anything else we should know about this?
No. It's just I appreciate these people having a nice gathering, and I think this truck over here is a beautiful truck. You got a young lady that's driving it, and it's really great. She's been very successful with this truck. And,
all right. Thanks for chatting with us.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to talk about that pickup truck that he spoke so highly of, and we're going to talk to the owner. Your name is?
Chelsea Trombley.
A lot of Trombleys in this area. Are you a local Trombley? I see there's a Chelsea on your license plate and New York plate.
Yep, Morrisonville, New York.
Morrisonville, all right. So we've got a lot of Trombleys up here in the northern tier too, you know.
Yep.
I got to ask, are you an LEY or an LY Trombley?
LEY.
LEY, that's
Yep.
where most people go, but a lot of folks in Shazy like the LY. So what is this? A Nissan, I see.
Yep, it's a 2014 Nissan Frontier. It's a V6.
Now, do you enter this in shows? This is not a show today, it's just a cruise-in, but...
Yep, I do a lot of different car shows. I go to Malone, Plattsburgh. I've been over to Vermont. A lot of different car shows around the area.
Okay,
Yep.
so there's a car show.
I'm pretty much there, yeah.
I know a couple weeks ago the Chamber of Commerce had theirs. I was with the Relay of Life that day, but did you go to that one?
Yep, I won first place in my class.
Oh, okay. What is your class?
I'm trucks, modified trucks.
Modified trucks. Is there a time period that they do it, or just any modified? Like you gotta.
It's normally newer than 2000.
Okay.
It goes up from there.
You wouldn't be competing with that red one I looked at over that red pickup over there
No,
in the 30s.
no, probably not. Sometimes I'm in personal class. It depends, because I have the graphic on the side that makes it personal.
Oh, okay. A graphic that makes it personal. Let's see
Yep.
what that's all about.
That is a personal graphic I made up with myself. That I had a guy do it for me.
Uh-huh.
So basically, it's the old style of the old Nissan Frontiers back in the 1990s, and I incorporated it into a new style.
Okay. So it looks like the mud is spinning up there.
Right?
Okay, so I got to ask now. You said somebody did that for you. We think of people working on cars. They don't always think of young ladies. Do you do the work yourself, or?
No, I do not.
Uh-huh.
I used to have a guy that did it for me, but he ended up getting out of it. So now I just kind of had a bunch of different people do it for me every now and then.
But probably don't need to do too much very often, no?
No. Every once in a while I get a crazy idea to do something new, and that's what happens.
You ever had a crazy idea and say, oops, maybe I shouldn't have done that?
Yeah.
Then you have to undo it?
Yeah, I've done that before.
That happens, you know. Oh, I see you're registered right through 2020 here, so you got another 2 years you can
Yeah.
go see this on the road.
Yep.
It's your only vehicle, or you have one you drive
I
day to day?
actually have another vehicle, but it's my daily driver. I just
Right.
drive it in the winter, so I don't have to drive this in the winter.
You don't drive this in the winter at all? You
So
park
I
it?
actually got it from Parco Chevrolet right up here.
Oh, that's where you bought it?
Yep,
Parker?
we got a Chevy Equinox,
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
one you drive every day.
the one I drive, but this one I got out of Berlin City, New Hampshire.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else we should ask you?
No, it's just a girl that owns a truck and loves to drive it.
All right.
Gotta
all
be
right.
different.
If you see a license plate that says Chelsea on it, give her a toot on the horn.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have a Monte Carlo SS Supersport.
Yep.
All right. What's your name?
Austin Sotak.
All right, Austin, you're the guy who is posting all over Facebook all kinds of car shows. This isn't the only one you post. You got
Yep.
there's a car show in the New York, New England area. You've got an interest in it.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much anyone's local or Vermont.
All right, so who approached who? Did you approach Rick Garceau or Kevin Hicks about having a car cruise in here, or did they approach who? How did it happen?
Garceau approached Patricia and Alan Anderson, and then they approached me. They told me he was interested in getting a group of cars up here, and I made the page on Facebook, and what you see today is what we got.
All right, I was talking to Rick earlier in the week because this place is usually jam-packed with vehicles, and I saw the tent go up for the fireworks. I said, where are you going to put them? He said, we'll find room, and he did.
Yep.
Remember maybe 8-10 years ago now, when Egglefield was having their anniversary, they had a big car show down there, and they moved cars all over Elizabethtown just to make
yeah.
room for it. Now, Rick was telling me also off camera that he'd like to do this more than just once a year, though, right?
I haven't heard from him yet today, but I mean, we could definitely probably make that happen.
Yeah, he indicated to me off camera a few days ago that this pans out. He'd like to see it, on a semi-regular basis, not just a once-a-year event.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So go ahead.
I had a car show earlier this year, the Wounded Warrior Project, at the VFW in Keysville, and I'm in the process of putting that together next year too. So I'm staying busy with car shows.
All right. I believe you work for Peru High School. Is that what I saw on your Facebook page?
Yep.
Okay. So this is a cruise-in. That's different than a car show, isn't it?
Yep. Basically, a cruise-in's just to get together. Everybody brings their cars. There's no trophies or awards or judging. Everybody just
Or do you have to
brings
pay
their cars and
You haven't
hangs
got to pay
out.
a fee. Do you have to pay a fee to park it? You just
Nope.
Pull it in and park.
Yep. Park wherever you want, pretty much, and yeah, just basically hang out with everybody, have a good time, like
Alright.
we do every Friday night behind the NW.
It's still it's not the A&W anymore. but
Golf. Yeah.
Is there something in there yet?
Nope, not yet. not yet. Supposed to be coming soon though. We keep hearing.
That's on Route 9 north of Plattsburgh, just beyond the intersection there that goes to Cumberland Head and goes to the Northway. Just a little bit to the north of that. Great place to show, and that's every Friday from what? Starts at 6 or what time?
It starts at 5 and goes on till around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Usually around 8:30.
Yeah, just a cruise in, and you can have hundreds of cars there some Fridays.
Yeah, last night, I'm not sure exactly how many we had, but we had a pretty good turnout last night. It was probably close to 60, 65 cars.
Yeah, so that's good. So
Yeah.
Tell me about your Monte Carlo.
Well, I've had it about 6-7 years now. When I got it, the paint was falling off the car. 3 of the 4 tires were down to the wire. Still had the original spark plugs in it. Interior was all sun faded. Just got the brand new crate engine last winter, and basically been a slow restoration, but.
All right, what year did you say it was?
84.
1984. All right, so that's was it 20? They still consider 25 to be an antique, 25 years old, or what's the new category on that?
That's what they tell me. 25 years or older.
Okay, well this one's definitely older, 34 years by my math, and maybe even 35, close to 35, depending on when they bought it, when it came off the showroom floor.
Yeah, I bought this from the original owner, so I'm the second owner of this car. He told me the first 10 years he owned it, he had it garaged, and then the next 20 it basically just kind of sat around outside, so it was pretty rough when I got it, but I still drove it around even though the paint was falling off it.
Is that a wooden steering wheel? Is that original?
It is a wooden steering wheel, but no, it's not original.
Okay.
I do have the original one though. It was the steering wheel that was in it was blue, just like the rest of the car.
Okay. So do you have another everyday vehicle?
Yeah, the vehicle I drive pretty much all the time is a 17 Nissan Titan.
Okay.
And I got 2 other classics. One that's getting painted right now, 86 Chevy Caprice, and 86 Oldsmobile Cutlass that I'm in the process of working on. Keeps me busy.
Yeah, I imagine. It's, unlike Chelsea, who has somebody to do it for, you probably do most of the work yourself?
Quite a bit of it I do myself. Some of it I have had help with. Bob Baxter, he resprayed this car for me. Randy Ledoux, he installed the new crate engine for me. As far as the rest of the stuff, I pretty much did myself. The Caprice that's getting painted right now, William Steady in Keysville, he's painting the car for me. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff I do myself, but I mean, there's a few things that either I haven't done before that I don't feel comfortable doing myself, or I just don't have time for.
Yeah, well, you want it to look good, and if it's something you're not comfortable doing, then let the experts do that.
That's right.
All right, anything else, Austin? I want to move around and see if I can talk to another person or two.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people here. I'm sure I'd be happy to talk to you.
All right.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Same here. Take care.
You too.
Okay, I came across this interesting vehicle, and somebody I recognized from seeing in the past. What's your name, young fella?
Jerry Seymour.
Jerry, and Austin was just telling me that your Friday cruisings are doing pretty good right now.
Yes, they are. We're in behind the Mountain Mart on Route 9 North, and we'll have very successful Friday nights this year. Yep.
And you're going to have a show, you said on the 10th?
August the 10th, yes. Right at our Friday night cruising, we're going to have a car show, and everybody's welcome to come out to it. A lot of spectators even there, and I think you'll be there.
Well,
hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll try to make it. Hopefully the weather will be kind of like today, you know.
Yep.
A little, maybe 3 degrees cooler. But
Maybe a few degrees cooler, yeah.
yeah, so every Friday it's just a cruising like today is.
Yep.
And on the 10th of August there'll be an actual car show.
An evening car show, yep.
Yeah. So that starts at 5, I think.
Around 5 o'clock, and if there's a rain that evening, we will have it the following week.
Okay.
Simple as that.
And usually there's some guy playing music there. Who's that?
That's actually me too. That's what we do on Friday evenings. We play the oldie tunes and let the people enjoy the evening and have a good time. Socialize, visit with your friends, make some new ones.
Yeah, well, it's important for people to know that
That's all about.
if you don't have a classic car that you want to show, just park off to the side and come in and enjoy it.
They can still come in and enjoy
Yeah,
enjoy the show,
yeah, obviously.
or even a Friday night cruise in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Either
Yep.
one. Just pull in. You haven't got
Absolutely.
to have a classic car to go. You can just
No,
go.
they don't.
Of course, it's not as. It was a little handier before when you had the A&W right there. So if you
Yes.
got a little hungry or thirsty, and they were always generous to you guys too.
Yes, they were. Hopefully, there'll be another restaurant going in there soon. There's rumor of Jen's Barbecue, but not open yet.
All right. Well, rumors are rumors.
As of June 30th.
As of today.
They're not there yet.
All right. So what is this thing here?
It's a 32 Ford pickup I built as my retirement project.
Okay. This is how it came off the showroom floor.
Not exactly. It's
No?
got a motor on it, in it out of a 57 Dodge school bus. It's a Chrysler 354 Hemi, board 30 with a comp cam.
Now,
In fact, the old camshaft is right there. Come out of the motor.
Now, what do you think the people in 1932 would have said if they'd known you were going to do that to it?
I don't know. They probably like it or have a heart attack, one or the other. It really runs good. In fact, my wife drives it often, and she drove it up here today. I was just the passenger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Everything I build, she can drive.
Okay, so are you a front seat driver? There's no back seat. You
No
can't be
back seat driving here, no. No.
Just close your eyes and they don't scratch the. Of course, you haven't got to scratch the front fenders here. No danger there.
No fenders to scratch, no. It's black primer and black epoxy primer and some red paint on the grill and very simple interior, but it really runs decent. It's been a good vehicle.
Basically, there's when it comes to these old 30 vehicles, there's two ways to approach them. One is to, as they originally were, or well, the other is to
Yes.
soup them up as hot rods. And
Yep. I acquired just the body, the cab, and then it's a 32 Ford car frame that I picked up, and it's a Model A box that's been shortened up, and Chevy rear end, and it's built out of a whole bunch of components, but it makes 13 years driving it.
when you were saying that, suddenly Dolly Parton popped in my head, or coat of many colors.
Pretty much, yes, you're right. Absolutely. Has air conditioning, the windshield opens up, the cowl vent opens up. So a lot of air movement when you're going down the road, so it's quite comfortable.
So it's, off the road air conditioning.
Well, I call it factory air. That's the way it came,
Okay.
factory air.
All right. So this is your retirement project.
This was 13 years ago, yep.
Okay. So now you're still retired. What's your project now?
Well, I got a 34 Plymouth on the hot plate there. I've been at it for 3 years now, and it's almost there. You'll see it probably by the end of the summer.
Souping it up too. You're not making the original.
No, it's one of these. It was a 4-door car, and I made it into a panel van. It's got a motor out of a Winnebago in it, and it's starting to look pretty neat. It's starting to look quite neat.
All right.
It's taking shape as we speak. So.
This is definitely 2-passenger. Is there?
Yes.
Are there sometimes safety requirements? I know there's probably no seat belts originally in this vehicle.
There wasn't, but there is now.
Yeah, you have to.
Right there.
Yeah, I saw them right away. Yeah.
Yep.
But there's things like that are required now that weren't required in 32 that you may have to adapt.
No, they weren't even heard of in 32.
Or-
That's a minivan seat I had recovered, and the one from behind the driver and passenger seat, they're narrow. The seats are behind in a minivan, so it's adequate.
uh-huh.
It's been driven 13 years now. It has almost 9,000 miles on it. You don't get to put a lot of miles on them.
You drive them outside of going to cruise-ins and car shows, or just take it for a spin during the day sometime?
Yeah, we've spun up here with it, and we travel for ice cream with it, and I go to the coffee shop with it,
Oh, okay.
on and off, weather permitting, you know.
Sure. And you,
There's quite enough car shows to go to around the area, so you don't have to worry about going anywhere. You can always go somewhere.
yeah. You don't have to go too far to see a car show, which is nice.
No.
Sometimes there's conflicting ones too, the same day.
There's starting to be multiple shows on the weekends. You're right. So,
Yeah, well,
yeah.
our summers are so short.
Yeah, they're all trying to cram in, you know.
Yeah.
And but I enjoy the Friday night cruise-ins. There's no competition. You just go out and enjoy it,
And
visit with your friends, listen to some old tunes, and
yeah, and you're talking to people who have the same interests as you
exactly
have.
the same type of interest. And people really get interested in the old cars. And there's modern cars there too, you know.
Oh sure, yeah.
Everybody doesn't have an old car, but they got neat, newer stuff. Very neat.
You know, and the definition of an older car changes. My definition of a newer car, I just saw some 84s, and to you and I, those don't sound all that old, but they are.
But they are. You're absolutely right. They are getting. They're getting up there.
Yeah. All right, Jerry. Well, keep doing what you're doing, and hope people show out on Fridays for your.
Well,
for
thanks to
your
you and
cruising.
your wife for keep doing what you're doing.
Oh wow.
Keeping the hobbies alive and all the things that you do record. Very informative to the North Country. So thank you.
All right. Thank you. If you're interested in automobile paraphernalia, you'll find plenty of it here, and you don't have to come here to buy a car to come in and look around. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to show you their display here. We'll just take a peek in here. We know Rick and Kevin are both outside chatting with folks, but it's what it looks like inside. For those of you who haven't been here, I didn't see our program with Joey Trombley that we did a year ago, late last summer when they moved in here. A lot of automobile related things. And there's one that Rick bought from me right there, at Quaker State. So every once in a while, you get something that Rick Garceau might be interested in, let him know about it. I can't imagine there's anything that he hasn't got one of already, but I'm sure the American pickers would love to come in here and drool, but this stuff is on display and all in pretty good shape. Even when it's shot up like that one there was, it still looks pretty good up there. All right, we saw this guy drive away, and now he's back. Can't be he's happy with the.
Can't be happy with the inspection. Eh? Maybe it didn't pass inspection. We didn't inspect it for nothing. You're taking the sticker off.
There you go. Thank you very much, son.
Rick Garceau, what you doing here today?
Having a little car show.
One of the hottest days of the year.
That's all right.
That's okay, yeah. At least it's not pouring rain or thunder and lightning like I heard there might be later this afternoon. You were telling me a couple days ago that there's something you'd like to do more than just once a year. Is that right, Rick?
Yeah, I'd like to do it maybe a couple times a month, if possible.
Okay. So, of course, you'd have to know ahead. You can't.
Yeah,
have to
we'll advertise
schedule it.
more.
Yeah. And and of course, in the future, you won't have to worry about that tent being there.
No, that'll be gone.
So you can put some cars out in that direction there.
Exactly.
So if you did it on a regular basis where people could plan on it, it's something that, of course, Saturdays there's a heck of a lot of car shows you're competing with,
Yeah, but we need something in this area, you know what I'm saying, to have people come and do something.
And the nice thing about a cruise-in is you just pull in and when you want during the cruise-in hours, and then leave when you want.
Yep.
And no money to pay, no prizes to win, no competition, just hang around with folks who have a similar hobby. I know the Friday nights up at the back where the A&W used to be there, they do quite well. They get a good crowd.
Yeah, they're thinking of canceling that one because there's not A&W ain't there anymore, so they're probably going to change it to here, but I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know. Jerry thinks that within the day or within a few weeks they'll have a new place in there.
Yeah, hopefully they do. Yeah.
So if there is future ones of these, where can people find the information on them, Rick?
We're going to do a little bit of advertising on Facebook and things like that. So,
You've got a Facebook
I mean,
page.
this one's brand new, so
Right.
a lot of people didn't know.
Yeah, I know Austin Sotak helped spread the word, and
Yep.
I'm sure he'd be very helpful in
Yep.
the future if you give him a free ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
So how'd you talk your neighbors into giving out free ice cream like that?
Oh, they didn't have a choice. I'm the one that's paying for it.
And your wife and daughter are charging you for the ice cream?
They better not. I didn't get my bill yet, anyways.
Well, I think it's a nice day. It's, of course, a busy weekend, a lot of traffic. It started at noon today. How long is it going to run today, Rick?
We'll probably end up another hour or so. Probably everybody will be gone.
Okay, well, it was a nice turnout, as I said, and it's a beautiful day to have it. A lot of traffic here on Route 11. And,
We've had a lot of people look, too. A lot
Yeah.
of people came in, looked at the cars. It was nice.
Yeah.
Get people out.
yeah, and if you got something that you think is a classic, you can sneak it out here too, right?
Yeah. We'd like to also do maybe a motorcycle one also in the future, but we'll work from here anyways.
Okay. Well, I hope this is the start of many to come, because summer is short and you can
Yeah.
squeeze a few of these in.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
So anything else, Rick?
That's it.
All right.
I appreciate everybody for coming, and hopefully we get some more done.
All right. Rick Garceau. Again, it may look like a cruise in every day here at Garceau's, but it's not. He moved his for sale vehicles out of the way and made room for the cruise in today, and he's hoping that future will continue with this type of a thing. And I say more power to him. More things, more activities we can have in our short summer months, the better it is for the entire area. So thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. We've been at the first ever cruise-in here at Garceau's Autos and Rick Subs here in beautiful, just outside of downtown Champlain. Thanks for watching.